What is the source of our suffering? I feel the answer to be the mind. At times we drown in the stormy waters of our past, but these moments have passed, so why don't we choose to leave them all behind? Let us change our focus, redirect our intention, aim our awareness towards our mental ascension. Reminiscing in our most beautiful memories that fill us with happiness and joy, whilst embracing the pain of the past with the healing light of love and compassion, transmuting all in our heart. Now is the time to let it all go. As we learn from and embrace all experiences that the blessed life has to offer, may the pain of our past become the manure-rich fertilizer from which beautiful new seeds now blossom and grow. So these were some rhymes for a peaceful mind, and this is Mindful Mondays. I recently have received the inspiration to start to share a bit more of what is in my heart, a bit more with my friends and family here across the world through this beautiful technology, Facebook, Instagram, the internet. Using this opportunity to share that what we need to share. And what has been on my heart recently and on my mind is mental health. Mental health. What a big situation that is happening in the world right now with our mental health. And I feel it's a big thing that we need to talk about. We need to come together to share so we can help each other, so we can realize that it really is such an important thing. What are some ways that we can do to keep our mind healthy, in keeping our mind healthy, we keep our spirit healthy, we keep these moments of presence in our being, and we benefit so much in our lives. And so I received this inspiration for Mindful Mondays, just a few moments to tune in with you all, that we can join together, if you feel to join me, if you feel to receive, and we can have some moments of mindfulness together. And so the question is, what is mindfulness? What is mindfulness for you? Have a think about that. What is mindfulness for you? For me, mindfulness is bringing all of my attention, all of my energy, all of my awareness into the present moment, into the here and the now. Here and the now is the only place that we experience life. Well, not experience, because sometimes when we're in the mind we experience the past and the future. But what is it that we're experiencing in every moment? It's right here and right now. And so for me, mindfulness is bringing our energy, bringing our awareness into the present moment. And how is it that we can cultivate more mindfulness? I feel the first thing is the breath. Taking a deep breath in, breathing in that sacred oxygen, that life-giving force, breathing it all in. I feel really this is one of the first and the most important things to bringing more mindfulness into our lives. The more we can start to breathe deeply, breathe fully with mindfulness, with attention and awareness, the more presence we can have. And the breath is, of course, directly linked to our life, and it's linked to our mind also. The more we can breathe, the more we can feel the spaciousness, the expansion of our mind. And I just really invite you, just while I'm sharing, while you're joining me here, just to take some breaths all the way through. Be conscious of your breathing. And this is one thing that we can do in every moment of every day. And it's also difficult, we forget. I forget also, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm just sharing some things that really, really help me. And we can do this wherever we are, whether we're in work, whatever we're doing, remembering to breathe deeply, to bring oxygen, to bring life force, to bring chi into our being, into our body. And a lot of the time we'll forget to do this, and it's just coming back to the center, breathing deeply. So I invite you all to continue to take some deep breaths, filling your body with oxygen, with life, with light. Breathing in that good ass prana, baby, just like one of my teachers, Ralph Smart, would say. Slow motion this time. And so, with deep breathing, we could become more aware, and the awareness. This is mindfulness. Becoming more aware, more present, more aware of our thoughts. Where is our mind? Where is our attention? Allowing what is in our mind to become present, and observing our thoughts of judgment. And we all have these thoughts of judgment. When we're walking in the street, we might judge someone walking past us, but maybe be aware of this, and with these thoughts, becoming aware and changing the pattern. This is a very powerful thing. Thank you to everyone joining. It's nice to feel your presence. We got here Jen, Richard, Bethany, love you all. Kovacs, thank you for joining me. And so with mindfulness comes meditation. Meditation is, some people can think, oh, it's super spiritual, I don't know how to meditate, how can I do this? But really, it starts with presence and mindfulness. If we can just take 5 minutes, and I give you this as a challenge, every day, just to start with, 10-20 minutes every day. Split this into 2 sections of 5 minutes in the morning, 5 or 10 minutes, and 5 or 10 minutes in the evening. Just as a start, just to sit down, relax the mind from doing. This is what meditation is. So much in the world right now, we're so caught up and actually almost addicted to doing. Always feeling the need to do things, feeling the need to be on our phones, feeling the need to do. And a lot of the time in society, people kind of say if we're not doing something, we're lazy. But this isn't true. For when we're doing so much, but we're human beings, right? So why don't we start to be more? And I promise, the more that we can just be present in the moment, the more we will get from life. The more inspirations will come to us when we're open and empty. So meditation is a great thing for mental health. This is key, actually. If you are struggling with your mental health, if you just begin to meditate every single day, just for 5 or 10 minutes, 20 minutes, start small and gradually grow, this will really have a big influence on your life. There's so many guided meditations, there's many simple things, but really meditation just comes back to the breath, back to presence, back to allowing, to the awareness of what we are. And of course, the most important thing, practicing this. If we don't put it into practice, if we don't put it into action, then it's all just in the mind. What's the point? It's good to know about these things, but if we're not actively doing these things to change our lives, to step into our power, because this is also the thing with the mind, with our brothers and sisters, us all. We all struggle with mental health in some ways with the mind. But when we can practice, I forgot what I was going to say, but when we can practice taking control of our lives, not allowing the mind to control us. And this is the problem that we face with mental health. The mind is taking the reins, taking control. And what is the mind? The mind is a powerful tool. So powerful. When we were Neanderthals or monkeys, whatever we were, what was it that allowed us to create tools, to create fire? It was the mind. When we using the mind in a powerful way. And what is it? How are we interconnecting right now through the internet? This amazing thing that blows my mind. This is through a creation of our minds. Look around you, look at everything the humans have created. This is all a product of our mind being used in the right direction, being used in the way it's meant to be used, as a tool, as a powerful thing that God has given us for our survival, for our evolution. But when the mind is also a slippy one, as we all know, and when the mind controls us, this is when we can suffer. This is when we can suffer, when the mind starts to control us. And it's just coming from taking this action to come back into our power, back into our control. And we are powerful, we are the universe, we are each the universe. And we just have to remember this. When the mind is controlling our lives, come back to our center. Come back to presence, breathe, begin to meditate. And as we practice, then we can really make a big change in our lives. As the Buddhists say, the mind is like the root of everything. It is the creator of our happiness, and it's the creator of our suffering. So with this, this is some deep wisdom, and it's just coming back and into alignment, into harmony of our mind and our body and our heart. And what is the mind also? The mind is a filter of reality. So whatever we're experiencing in our life is coming through our mind, and we are creating our own perception of the events that are happening. And as the mind filters, the mind likes to create stories as well. How many of us know this, when we experience a situation and our mind creates this whole story of how something is a certain way, or someone's talking about us, something like this, and then it comes to the reality and the truth, and none of that was even a real thing. It was all this our mind creating this story, creating all of this. And so what does the mind decipher? What does it filter? It filters our senses. So the more that we can bless our senses with the most beautiful smells, with the incenses, blessing our senses, blessing incenses with the smells of incense, with beautiful music, high vibrational music that is soothing to our souls, that is good for us. Eating good food that tastes delicious. We know we all love that. These good things, wearing clothes that make you feel good, wearing things that make you feel good. Like this what I'm wearing, I don't wear that it looks good, but I don't wear it for other people. I wear this for myself because it helps to increase my vibration. It helps me to feel good. And so in this way, the more we can bring blessings for our senses, the more we can have an impact on our reality. And it's really this simple. Really this simple. I made a few notes here just to keep anchored a little bit. And so, like I explained in the rhymes for a peaceful mind, what is the source of our suffering? I feel this to be the mind. The mind is always interpreting things. Always interpreting things, and the less we can become a victim of our minds, and the more we can make the mind a servant unto us, the more we can let go of our suffering. And this is what the Buddha was teaching, is how can we get out the wheel of samsara. Samsara is the wheel of life and death, and the suffering that is involved. And nirvana, on the other hand, is the ascension, reaching above the suffering. And this was the science of the Buddha. This was his study. How can we let go of our suffering? And I feel that it's to become in deeper harmony and balance of the mind. And yeah, the more we can do this, like I've said in my story the last time, suffering is optional. Pain is inevitable. All of us have had painful experiences in our life, but it's our choice whether we choose to dwell on this pain, we choose to allow the suffering to take place, or we choose to be empowered by our circumstances, empowered by the things that have happened to us. One of my great teachers, Astaris Miraculi, I encourage you to go and find his YouTube. I'll put a link down in the comments. One of his affirmations that he shares is, I am empowered by everything. Say this with me. I am empowered by everything. I am empowered by everything. And what does this mean? It means the circumstances, we're going to go through circumstances like I've explained, but we can choose to be empowered by our circumstances. Every single thing that happens to us, we have the choice of how we react. And actually, the universe, if we look at the things that happen to us in the universe, in our lives, through the universe, through, if you want to call it God, the creator, through the universe, circumstances happen in our life and we haven't got any control of these things. But what is one thing that we have control about? We have control of how we react. And sometimes it's not always easy to have control, but this is where the action of practice comes in. The more we can do it step by step, we can have more control of the things that we have no control over. So it's really it's the way that we perceive things. The way that we perceive things. And if you take one thing away from this, I hope it's that you can be empowered by everything, by all the circumstances in our life. And like the doors of perception are our mind, and we hold the key. We hold the key to unlocking the doors of perception and changing them in this way. And so how is it that we can cultivate a happier mind? This is a bit of a recap, and I just want to keep these little sessions short so you don't lose awareness. And I really appreciate you all. Chloe, nice to see you. James, thank you for joining me, and all the 10 people online, really appreciate it, and everyone listening and watching back in the future. And this is the beautiful thing about the internet also. When Karen, nice to hear from you, sister. I hope you're having a good time in Drika's, eating good food. Karen's my friend here from Brazil. We're going to meet up soon. This is the beautiful thing about the internet now. Recording these videos, one of the brothers, this very inspiring brother, Trent Shelton, he explained in this course that I just did, Own Your Future. One of the best things that he loves is how he can leave a legacy, is how his great grandchildren will be able to see the videos of him and see what he stood for, see the things that he loved, see the things that he shared, see how he could show up for life, how he could be in service to others. And this is such a beautiful thing that's so inspiring me, and that has had a real impact in me. That how these videos, the songs, the music that's coming through us all is gonna be around long after we are gone. And so I hope this can also be an inspiration to start to share more, to do it for the next generations to come, to show people what we stood for. And so just to recap on a few things, these are just a few tips. Obviously I'll be coming every Monday, and I'm really excited to have some inspirations, and I want this to be a bit of a community where we can come together and explain and share our experiences, share questions for each other, tips that help us with our mental health, with life. So breath, breathing in, baby, breathing it all in, breathing in the blessing of being alive. And how many of you forgot to keep breathing? I'm sure many, and this is how easy it is to forget, and we just have to come back. So the breath, this is something we can do all the time. Breathing, our awareness and observation of our thoughts, our observation of our reality. Where are we? Are we in the past? Are we getting lost in the past of our mind? In the future of things that are yet to come? What is fear? False evidence appearing real. False experience appearing real. Fear, from my perspective, is simply the mind creating circumstances and suffering through anxiety, through fear of things that haven't even happened yet. Let's just ponder upon this for a second. These emotions and feelings are manifesting within us for something that hasn't even happened yet. And fear, I tell you, it's not an easy thing for me to come and do these lives. And I did my first video just a few days ago, and it's scary. And just before coming on here, I could feel my heart going. And where is our growth? Our growth is on the other side of uncomfortableness, on the other side of our fear. And that's not to say do some stupid things that obviously the fear is here for a reason, right? Fear is here to stop us from getting hurt, right? But also it can stop us from gaining many things. And so also let's edge towards our fears, edge towards the things that we might feel we might get judged from other people. And let's step into our power and share. Because at the end of the day, a lot of the time people aren't even thinking the things that we are thinking that they are thinking. This thinking illusion. So let's be confident to step towards our fear. And then we step towards our fear and we realize it's not even scary. Like now I'm sharing with you and I feel very comfortable with my friends, my family here, across the world. What a beautiful thing. And so this illusion slowly dissipates. So also changing our thought patterns, like habits as well. So it's like, what are our habits? In our brain, our habits are like our neural pathways, right? When we continue to do something, it creates a neural pathway in our brain, and this is how we start to react. This is how we start to experience reality. And so to change these neural pathways, so we might have a neural pathway of thinking a certain thing. So if we start to observe when this thought comes up, identify it. When we identify it, and then we can transmute it, and we can change what we're thinking step by step. We can change the neural pathways and allow them to become habits until they become natural. And yeah, and this is all practice and discipline. And I'm not saying at all that I'm masterful at this. I'm just saying that that these are some things that really help me, and these are some things I'm aware of that I feel I want to share to help you. Taking a drink of the sacred water, blessing our senses. I invite you to do the same if you have some water near to you. So, I'll give you guys a bit of glow work, not homework, but glow work to help us shine even more. So, every day, I give you these practices just to become more conscious of our breathing. Every day, as much as possible, to breathe fully into our stomachs, just as children breathe. If we see how babies and children naturally breathe, they breathe into their stomach, expanding their being, expanding, allowing all their body to be filled with oxygen. So many of us are breathing very shallowly, and there's one little thing of breathing will really help us to start to observe our thoughts, to start to be aware of what we're thinking, where our thoughts are going. Our thoughts are vibrations, and the way I see it is like a still pond. When we drop a stone into the pond, the ripples ripple off infinitely. It's pretty amazing. And I feel the same way about our vibration and about our thoughts. Our thoughts are like the waves into the universe. And what we're thinking, what we're feeling is going to come back to us. So maybe start to feel more heartfelt, more blessed thoughts, blessed feelings. And may as we ripple them out to the universe, may the universe come and bless us. And I really feel this to be true, and I feel this to be my experience. As many as you know, I'm a very joyful, happy person. I feel I love life, and I put this energy out there, and life blesses me in the most beautiful ways. It's very, very humbling. So this is just a few of my thoughts. And so one more little piece of glow work that I give to you. If you're not meditating already, just to start 2 times a day. Start with 10 minutes. 10 minutes 2 times a day. Just with no phone, nothing. Maybe put some nice music, a guided meditation. Just for 10 minutes. And just allowing the breath to come in. And soon in a few moments I'll take you through a few moments of mindfulness, a little meditation. Richard Jungle Massive, I selector. Xavier, no, I'm not still in the jungle, brother. But that was a very beautiful experience that I hope to share with you all another time. I've still been integrating this beautiful experience. But I am here in Alto Paraíso in Brazil, and it's very, very beautiful. It's high paradise, it's good vibes, a lot of good. It's attracting a lot of good people, and I'm feeling inspired, and this is also why I'm feeling inspired to share this with you. So, before we go into a little meditation, this video is a lot longer than I thought it would be, but I'm very glad that so many of you are still joining me. I really appreciate that. Thank you for your presence. So, I invite you, if you feel to, after the video or now, feel into one aspect of your mind that you feel you struggle with sometimes. What is one thing that sometimes plays on your mind, or one aspect of your struggling? This might be not good thoughts, or negative thoughts, or something like this. So just think of one aspect of your mind that sometimes you struggle with. And you don't necessarily have to comment this, but just for your own personal benefit. And think of 3 ways that you can help to alleviate this more. What are 3 ways that you can help yourself with this to bring more relaxation, to alleviate these struggles. So I give this to you. And that's this for the first bit of the sharing. And now just inviting you, let's take you into five minutes of mindfulness, just to experience a deeper experience. And I feel that the experience is the most important thing. To get to experience something is it brings it into the body, brings it into clarification and solidarity in our being. So if you feel to join me, once again, thank you so much for watching. I'm just inviting you to close your eyes. Inviting you to come into a stillness, into a still position, with your back straight, like a pillar from the earth to the heaven. Taking deep breaths, filling your body with oxygen, with life force, and letting go with a sigh. And repeating all the way through this meditation, allowing the breath to be the anchor, breathing in full deep breaths, as if your life depended on it. Breathe in this way, as if your life depended on it, because in reality it does. So it's allowing the breath to become deeper with every breath in, every inhale, breathing in the chi, the light, the love of the universe, breathing in the blessing to be alive. With every exhale, releasing the past, releasing everything that doesn't serve you. And as you continue breathing, as you continue your mind to feel clearer and clearer with every breath, feeling more relaxed, I invite you just to become aware, to become present in this moment, letting go of the past, coming into this moment, the most important moment. Feeling your senses, feeling the sounds, hearing the sounds around you, wherever it is you are, whether you're in nature, the silence of your home, like me here, I'm in the town with sounds all around me, the manifestations of human existence, embracing it all in, sensing what you can feel on your body, what you can feel inside of yourself. What can you smell? What can you... And also feeling the point where your body is meeting the earth or meeting your chair. Feeling this point, feeling this connection to our Mother Earth. Our Mother Earth has given us so much. And what can we do for her? What can we do for her to give back? So often we take and we take and we take. But what is it that we can give back in simple ways? Our presence, our prayers, our songs, our offerings. And so with every breath, just becoming more and more aware. What is this awareness? What is it that I am? What is it that you are? Are we our minds? Are we our thoughts? Or are we aware of our thoughts? This awareness is the presence of the divine, the I am, the holy presence. This is something that no one can take away from us. We are this presence. There may be thoughts arising in your mind, just like the clouds, allowing them to pass by. Not holding on to our thoughts, but letting them go, becoming aware and allowing them to go. Feeling this presence and feeling the interconnectedness of all 16 of us right now, right here and right now. All 16 of us powerful beings, as pillars of earth and heaven. We are all connected right here in this moment. And everyone watching on a replay in the future, there really is no future. The only time is now. We're connecting in to the field of here and now. So in this moment, feeling our hearts connected, visualizing a pillar going through our body, out of the crown of our head, and connecting to all parts in the world where we all are. Feeling this presence, feeling this blessing to be alive, feeling this now moment, and feeling any thoughts, feeling any feelings that are arising in our being. Embracing this moment, enjoying this moment of doing nothing. Meditation is not a doing, it's a being, it's an allowing of presence, allowing of breath, allowing of awareness to be open to what is present within us. Breathing in deeply. Just allowing the divine living in this beautiful life, this blessed life. So family, thank you so much for joining me. If you're still in your meditation, inviting you also, if you feel to continue this presence after the video has finished. Also integrating this experience and taking this into whatever it is that you're about to do now. Taking this presence, taking this awareness into your life. I hope you can feel your heart. I can feel my heart. How can we live a more heartfelt life? How can we live a life of higher service? How can we be of service to our family, to our brothers and sisters in the world? What is it that we can share? What is it that brings us alive? I'll leave you with this. Thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate it. Nice to see you, Hushahu, if you're still watching as well. My dear teacher from here in Brazil. Angelica, my friends from the Yawanawa. Richard, I see that you want to join the video. How can I do this? If you want to join, feel free. Jump on, bro. Yeah, and also if you'd like to just drop a comment of how you're feeling, how this has made you feel, anything that you feel to share that could be a help to our other friends that are watching this, that are receiving the video. So thank you for joining me on these moments of mindfulness, Mindful Mondays. What is the source of our suffering? I feel the answer to be the mind. At times we drown in the stormy waters of our past, but these moments have now passed, so why don't we just leave them all behind? Let us change our focus, redirect our intention, aim our awareness towards our mental ascension, reminiscing in our most beautiful memories that fill us with happiness and joy, whilst embracing the pain of the past with the healing light of love and compassion, transmuting all in our heart. Now is the time to let it all go, as we learn from and embrace all experiences that this blessed life has to offer. May the pain of our past become the manure, rich fertilizer, from which beautiful new seeds now blossom and grow. Thank you, family. Thank you for joining me. A very special moment. I look forward to many more very special moments with you all. Taking this presence into your life. It's a blessing. Thank you so much for joining me. Satnam, Namaste, Ashe, Aho, Amen. Om Jai. Over and out. Yee-hoo! Só alegria.